Welcome to Tigat Community Development Association. This compound is just owned by Tigat Community Development Association. It has a lot of schemes in it. The office, the butchery, library, shop, cooperative shop, and the bajaj, and also the restaurants as well. These activities are all managed by the Tigat Community Development Association as well. Shall we just proceed to the next? This is a butchery owned by the Tigat Community Development Association. It has two objectives. One thing is just to provide meat for the low-income community members with reasonable price. The second one is just to generate income to continue social objectives. This is, the butchery works all the days in the week. This is one of the IGA, which is a cooperative shop. It provides items that are not just accessed by the town, like sugar, oil, and the likes for the low-income community members. This is the cafe and the restaurant owned by the Community Development Association. It provides different restaurant and cafe services for the community for two objectives. One, to generate income with a reasonable price, and to provide service for the community with low price. The community access easily the services on daily basis. This kind of services for the community to improve the livelihood, social aspect of the community. This is a big job for the CBO. Her name is just Ainadis. She is managing the library. The library is just owned by the CBO. The purpose of the library is just to access books for those children, low income community members, belongs to the low income community members. You know, the children are benefiting a lot with this mini library. ይዋሳሉ አይደለም
ይዋሳሉ ህፃናቶች ብቻ ሳይሆኑ ከዩኒቨርሲቲ ጀምሮ ያለ መሰለኝ
starting from kindergarten up to university
እንደገና ቤተሰባዊ ደግሞ ስለ ጤና ስለ ህፃናት አያያዝ ስለ
side by side also there are social books for health aspects for how to just guide lives and fictions. Those communities are just benefiting on this library.
Okay. እሺ ሌላስ ምን ህፃናቶች አፍ ያልፈቱ ህፃናቶች ደግሞ ስዕላዊ መዝናኛ መዝናኛ ቁጭ ብለው ህፃናቶች
Okay, for in the kindergarten children those cannot read and write, they can just learn a lot from this library.
ከ11ኛ ክፍል እስከ 12ኛ ክፍል ነው
Okay, from the grade 11 to 12.
ይሄ ደግሞ ከ9 እስከ 10 ነው
from 9 to 10 grade books.
ይሄ ደግሞ 5 6 ናቸው
from 5 to 6 grades.
ይሄ 7ኛ ክፍል ነው
from this is 7th grade books. This is a Bajaj owned by the Tigat Community Development Association. It is the purpose of the Bajaj is just to generate income, to just run their social objectives. The second one is just they can, create an opportunity for users, a job opportunity for users. Those are not employed within the community. So it works daily, on daily basis. It can generate income per day up to 200 birr per day. Yeah, the CBO can generate income 200 birr per day. Okay, this is just one of the IJA. It's a photocopy service for the community with reasonable price. As I told you before, it has also two purposes. One, to generate income for the CPO, to just address the social objectives. The second one is just to access photocopy service with reasonable price for the low income community members. This is the account office for the social businesses.
ይህ የኮሚኒቲ ፖሊሲንግ ቢሮ ነው
This is just community policing office on activity security, on governance, on the sanitation, on different problems that happen within the community solved by in collaboration with this community policing office.
እነዚህ ኮሚኒቲ ፖሊሲንግ ሜምበሮች ከህዝቡ ውስጥ የተመረጡ ናቸው
those members of the community police are selected and recruited from the community as well.
ጂምናዚየም ነገር
Users from the community use a gymnasium, a gymnastic partly. Many of the users, they just can work for physical exercise. A lot of things are integrated.
It's very heavy.
It's a bit heavy. Yeah. He said, my name is just Fikado, chairperson of Tigat Community Development Association. All the items, the certificate, all the pictures are the result of this community development association. Okay, Tigat works on multi activities within the community, including the health aspects like HIV/AIDS prevention and reproductive health awareness creation. And one of the condom is just used to provide for the community members to use condom, just to free from HIV/AIDS. This is birth certificate for those OVCs. Supported by the Community Development Association. The purpose of the OVC is just to document the identity of OVCs within the community. You know, this helps us or helps for the CBO to just keep the document for the children for the future living.
So you're saying that the CBO actually provides the service to actually get
facilitates this birth certificate in collaboration with the municipality.
Okay.
They keep copy of the birth certificate within the CBO office and one copy provided for each OVC.
And do the children get them when they're at a certain age? Do they get their own birth certificates?
Yes, they get. They get one copy just documented within the CBO office.
And how important is that for later life?
ምንድነው ለኑሯቸው ምን ይጠቅማቸዋል ልጆቹ ይሄንን መኖሩ?
ይሄንን መኖሩ ትምህርታቸውን ሲጨርሱ ምናልባት ወደ ውጭ ሀገር በሚሄዱበት ጊዜ እድል በሚያገኙበት ጊዜ እነዚህ ነገሮች ይጠየቃሉ።
You know, in the future having birth certificate is very important to get employed, to have education opportunity, whatever. So birth certificate is very important to identify the identity of OVC.
So we're in Tigat Community Association in Debrecen, which is about an hour's drive from Addis Ababa, the capital city. It's an amazing association that has been going for about 15 years now, and they have helped so many people of the poorest parts of the community. They've helped about 714 orphan and vulnerable children, most of whom don't have parents, so they found them carers to look after them. And also those carers, all 714 of those carers, they have helped to train, set up small businesses and supported them to run their businesses and be successful and generate income. So then we can stop funding them and they can fund themselves. So it's really sustainable work that they're doing. They've also set up 15 self-help groups. Now a self-help group is a group of 15 to 20 women who come together, they save whatever money they can, and they set up small businesses. And this has meant that women can now be self-reliant, they can look after their children, so very significant work. In total, they've generated about, I think last year, about 70,000 birr, which is around £2,500 from the various businesses they've run. So it's an inspiration really to every community. Every community in Ethiopia needs a community association like Tigat, and if it did, Ethiopia would be a very prosperous and a very equal society.
We thank all the British people in the Comic Relief for your help.
And this is really proof of partnership in action. The people in Britain who have donated money from Comic Relief, you can see how the money is spent. It's not just one-off help. This is now about 8 years later, and this money that you've given continues to make a real impact on the lives of the poorest people. So thank you Tigat and thank you Comic Relief.